The wild wood wound and the wild wood chimed. The wild wood chimed and the world died away. The world died away and the wild wood wailed, and into the wild wood was born a wild man. A wild man was born, a wildening of the woods, a wild man, a weird kin. They called him the wild man, they called him the bastard son, they called him the forsaken one. They called him the wild man, for he had no patronage, no lineage, no heritage. They called him the wild kin, for he did not act like they thought he should. They called him weird kin, since he called the trees his home. They called him the wild man. They called him the wild kin. They called him the weird kin. And as the weird kin grew, he became the bastard son of the forest. They called him bastard son, since blood and bone was broken to bear him, and no mother bore him. No mother bore him, no mother could bear him, but the blackest night. The blackest night gave birth to a bastard son, and a bastard son he was, with fire blazing in his black eyes. Fire blazed in his black eyes. Fire blazed in his black eyes. Fire blazed, and the boars suckled him, and the bears protected him, and the bastard son became the bewitched son. The bewitched son, protected by bears and boars, became the forsaken one. They called him the forsaken one, for there was no mother, only the forest. No mother, only the forest. The forest was mother, the forest was father. The forest was forsaken and forbidden, and from the forest came the feral one. The feral one was fierce and forged in fire, forged in fury, forged in the forest. The forest forged the forsaken one, and the forsaken one became Hurnungaz. They called him Hurnungaz. Hurnungaz the haunter, Hurnungaz the hunter, Hurnungaz the hunted. Hurnungaz the haunter. When the mist rose and the dark earth boiled, there he was, as elusive as a wisp, a hungry shadow. In the shadows he haunted, and he struck down many who opposed him. He struck down many who opposed the forest. Hurnungaz the haunter, Hurnungaz the hunter, Hurnungaz the hunted. Hurnungaz the hunter. Hurnungaz hunted with wolf and boar and bear. He hunted the forest, and he sought not deer nor rabbit nor fox. He hunted humans and more. He hunted Normans, he hunted Norse, he hunted the Norns, to learn the course of his life. Hurnungaz the haunter, Hurnungaz the hunter, Hurnungaz the hunted. Hurnungaz the hunted. They sought him here, there they sought him, never where they found him, unless he wanted to be found. And found he was, with blade in hand and blood in mind. Hurnungaz the haunter, Hurnungaz the hunter, Hurnungaz the hunted. And Hurnungaz was hungry. Hurnungaz the hungry, hungry for blood, hungry for death, hungry. Hurnungaz the always hungry. He haunted the forests, the dark forests. He hunted the forests, the liminal places, the dark places. He walked where shadows did not walk, and the shadows knew his name. Hurnungaz, whom some called the bloody, some called the hooded, some called Hood.